Ahoy VC, welcome to the Personal Oasis. I've got my coffee, and welcome to the Blind Island, your personal oasis for looking at music and more. I wanted to say thank you again so much. We've gotten a few more subscribers. It wouldn't be possible without you. Been taking more feedback and look at things, and really appreciate everything that you're doing for us. Today we're going to be doing a contest entry into Jam on Vinyl's Jam on History contest. Really like this concept, man. Congratulations on reaching 250 subscribers. You're definitely deserving of it, and I look forward to you having some more success. Now, Jam on Vinyl, he is a history teacher, and for his contest entry, we are going to be taking a look at a music period through history, or history through music, whatever you want to be doing. And for me, I decided to go with something that I know pretty well, and I've decided to take a look at the very brief period in time when surf music conquered the world. Basically the years between 1961 and 64. That was a time when things were basically uncertain as far as the direction music was going to be headed. The big rock and roll stars had kind of fallen out of fashion, and it was still before the British invasion. So we're going to be taking a look at surf music today. So what we have playing on the Personal Oasis right now is the Challengers' Let's Go Sidewalk Surfing. This is one of my favorite surf rock albums. It hits my turntable very frequently, and really happy to be playing this on the Personal Oasis right now. So to give a little history and background to surf rock music in general. It basically started off in the late 1950s, really being pioneered by musicians such as Link Wray, The Ventures, and Dwayne Eddy, I should say. It was a period of time when people were starting to see that there was viability in instrumental rock music. And then after these artists had come along and pushed the boundaries of this genre, Dick Dale was the big name of surf music. He began developing his sound with his Deltones, which was a plucky, reverb-drenched tone, and had influences from the Middle East as well as Mexico infused into his music. Then, in the second wave of surf music, vocal harmonies and groups started to come along. Now, purists will tell you that these groups really aren't true surf music, but I think that they're wrong. I think that there is a lot to be found to enjoy. It's very similar to doo-wop music. It's of its time, it sounds a little chintzy and cheesy, but it is really fun. Then the Beach Boys really pioneered that vocal group sound, and they continued to thrive even after the surf rock music craze ended because they were able to transform their sound. The craze effectively ended with the British invasion. After people started getting more into different genres of music too, psychedelia, folk rock, garage rock, things started to proliferate from there. Garage rock really was born of surf music though, because it had this untrained quality that people were drawn into the beginning with this form of music before it kind of became a paint by numbers sound. A lot of purists look into how rugged the music sounds, and the more untrained, the better for a surf rock enthusiast. So I'm going to be taking a look at the top 5 surf rock albums in history and their importance. First album is Dick Dale's Surfer's Choice. Dick Dale was the main man in surf rock music. He would go on to have a national hit with his Deltones on the song Miserlou. However, the version of Miserlou that's found on this album is very different from the one we're familiar with from the Pulp Fiction soundtrack. So if you're looking for that, you might just want to buy the soundtrack. It only came out on 45 from my understanding and other compilations. But this is the initial surf rock album. We have Pipeline by the Shantays. This was released in 1963, and when people think of surf rock music, they usually are thinking of the songs Miserlou, Wipeout, and Pipeline, with this super drenched reverb guitar that sounds literally like a wave cresting. It's a gorgeous tune and really worth finding out. Number 3, we have the Tornadoes, Bustin' Surfboards. When you think of the California rock sound, you're often thinking of Bustin' Surfboards. This also was made famous in Quentin Tarantino's film Pulp Fiction, and if you're looking for a really great surf rock tune, this would be the one to seek out. Then we have Beach Boys, Surfin' USA. This was kind of their first huge hit. They did have some big hits in Surfin' Safari, but I believe that this was their true breakout album and went on to continue their success throughout the nation. I really enjoyed this album. It has a few instrumental tracks on there as well, so it really does fit nicely into the surf rock category. And finally, we have Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen. This is an album with the infamous song that was made famous really in the past 10 years through Family Guy. It's often been listed as one of the most annoying songs ever created. However, I disagree with that assessment. I believe that it is weird. Very, very weird for the time. 1964, before anybody was going out and doing some avant-garde rock pieces, these guys were out there literally just repeating a word over and over again and playing guitars as fast as they possibly could. I think that their hit is definitely a landmark, not just in surf rock music, but just in the progression of rock to come. So what did you guys think of our assessment of the surf rock craze? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to check out Jam on Vinyl's channel. I'll include a link in the description below, and I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.